Hi there, I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. Sort of. I've divided the Runescape map into 18 regions, all with their own custom-built task system. These tasks provide rewards to me, such as XP and supplies. Every week, I will randomly select one of these regions and I'll be locked to it for 9 hours. Once up, my inventory and ward equipment will be wiped. My bank will be operating on a store-only basis, which means I can never take items out of it. I have compiled a list of RuneScape bosses, and the goal of this series is to kill all of them at least once. With every boss killed for the first time, I'm awarded either the choice of an additional region every week, or the ability to carry over one inventory slot every single week. Lastly, all of this content will be streamed live at twitch.tv/MrFrogRS, so be sure to join in. If you need any more information, make sure you check out the description, or just leave a comment. Without further ado, I bring you Regional Rumble! So stupid. And there's nothing else to do but roll ourselves 4 new regions. Well, we finally rolled it. We can finally get rid of that stupid shark. The Frogadiers lands comes next week. Let's freaking go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regional Rumble. We are in the Fremilands. It has finally happened. I don't know how many weeks it's been. Too many, if you ask me. Probably like 10 weeks or something since we got the Raw Shark, which I believe we got from Northern Crane ages ago. But we finally landed Fremi, so we can actually do the Fremi Trials quest. I will also mention that, yes, 3 of the regions that we rolled, all the regions except for Fremi, are the same regions that we had last week. So it's going to be fairly interesting when we roll the regions at the end of this episode, because that is 3 regions that we cannot get again. So, with all that said, we are going to get into this episode. I'm going to equip my gear. We've got our Raw Shark ready to go. And all we need to do is the final vote of the Fremi Trials, and we can finish off that quest. There is another quest that I want to do in this episode, and I'm going to look into doing it later on. It shouldn't be too bad, I hope. And other than that, I haven't really got much plans. I was just so excited to get Fremi Trials done that I wanted to dive straight into it. So let's get the timer started. We'll go speak to Olaf the Bard, and we can get this done. Right, due to the inconvenience of getting myself an axe and a knife and stuff like that, I'm actually just going to try and kill the people for the Lyre. I think it's like a 1 in 17, and we have decent combat stats. I feel like I'd probably prayer flick if I had any prayer points, which I should have restored really between episodes, but I completely forgot about that. No worries. I'm going to try and get a Lyre from killing these. If I take too much damage, I'll have to find... Well, maybe go recharge my prayer in, like, a different region or something. But, yeah, I want to try and get the Lyre from these, because I think getting the axe and the knife might take a little bit longer, and I don't really want to invest the time into that. So, let's hope we get lucky, and we'll start killing them. I do want to take this moment to say that I have added the XP, and I've remembered this time. We added the 50,000 crafting XP. I don't remember what level I was, but we are now level 58 crafting. I don't think that unlocks anything major. There's an easy clue scroll. Sure, we can look into that. I don't think it unlocks anything major, but yeah, still. 58 crafting, pretty cool. Check the easy clue scroll. Catherby, I do not have that. Goodbye. Kill 17. No Lyre. Right, we are on 8 hit points. I need food. Apparently I'm not allowed to use their fires because I'm not a Fremnik. I don't really understand how I can't just do that. But anyway, I'm going to go and reheal on potatoes, cabbages and onions. And then we'll go again. Fun. And there we go. That is the Lyre obtained. That took me a total of 22 kills, so not too bad. Right, now we can finally get rid of this bleeding item. This shark is going to go. We can go down to the, I think it's the Forgressman or whatever it's called, and we can enchant this Lyre. That is going to allow us to complete the final part of the Fremi Trials and get this quest complete. And there we go, Lyre is enchanted. Let's finish this up. Right, Fremi Trials has finally been completed. This has taken way too many weeks, but we've done it. That is it. That is the quest done. I'm now known as Barton. That's an awful name, but thanks, Brunt. Okay, so the next thing on the agenda is to complete Olaf's quest, because I think that's a reasonably easy thing to do, and I kind of just want to get it done. Gives a ton of defense XP as well, and I really didn't mean to click on that. I haven't really looked into exactly what I need for it, but I think most of it is obtainable during the quest, so I'm going to go ahead and probably get some stuff together. I might go and get my prayer points back, actually. I think I'm probably going to do that first. Okay, so we headed over to Keldgrim, and in the blast furnace, I've actually got like 200,000 coins. So I took out 30k for now. We're going to buy a maple shortbow and some arrows, just because during our last quest we have to kill a high-level monster, and it'd be a lot easier to safe spot it. I guess I could pray against it. Oh, I also went to Barracks Enclave, by the way, which is why I got my prayer back. I forgot to mention that part. But yeah, I could melee it with prayer and prayer flick and whatnot, but I figured, why not just get the range equipment? It's a lot more casual, a lot more relaxed, and we'll use that to kill the boss. Right, we have a bunch of gear. 7 raw potatoes, because apparently you can't cook these on fires. And let's take on Olaf's quest. Hopefully, alive. Come on now. Finally! We did it! Yay! That only took like 6 attempts, but we did get there in the end. Let's go ahead and open the chest and get assaulted by this really annoying monster boss thing. I think it's level 100. There he is. Ulfric, level 100. Ow. And I'm like punching and kicking or whatever I'm doing. Can I safe spot him on this? I feel like I could. We're going to try. Maple shortbow, attack. Easy game, what can I say? And there we go. He is dead. It's time to finish the quest. Open the chest and get the reward. And there we go. Olaf's quest is complete. 12,000 defense XP, 20,000 coins, 4 rubies, and access to the place that I'm already in. That doesn't really make sense. I'm already here. But either way, that is the quest done. I don't know what I do with this. A pointless note. Cool. Quest complete. Right, as you can see, we are skulled, and that is because I want to death pile. And the reason for this is that basically we're going to be heading into the wilderness and completing a couple of tasks, and I don't want to be risking anything while I do it. I'm currently running to Karamja so that I can get poisoned by a tribesman and die in the Ferox Enclave, and the reason for that is so it's just a nice simple place to get back to. I really wanted to die in the Ferox Enclave and I couldn't think about how to do it, and someone suggested getting poisoned and dying there. So that should work out pretty well. And once we've done that, we'll be able to pick up our steel axe, because that is going to be needed to chop down a yew tree in the resource area. I'm completely losing my brain right now. And we also need some coins to get in there as well. The other task is to complete an agility lap of the course in the wilderness as well, which doesn't actually have any requirements other than the agility level, so we should be able to do that fairly easy as well. So let's go ahead and get ourselves poisoned, get ourselves death piled, and we can go ahead on with those 2 tasks. And there we go. We are dead. That is death pile created. It's time to run back there, and let's get these tasks done. Alright, let's take the coins, take the axe. I don't think I need to take anything else. I believe these are the only items I need. I need the coins to get in the resource area and the axe to chop the log, but apart from that, I think we are good. So, that is our death pile right there. Let's go ahead and get these tasks done. And there we go, that's the yew log chopped. I'm not going to hang around and tick all the tasks off. I will do that once I've done the second one, because we are in the wildy, and I really don't like being here. So I'm going to run over to the agility course now, and we'll get that done. If we do happen to get PK'd at this point, it's not a big deal. That one was the bigger concern, because I'd have lost my axe and the GP, and I've had to have redone it. But with the wildy course, there's no extra requirements. Alright, we're going for another medium task to be completed. Once we climb these rocks, that will be finished, and it'll be the final medium task in the woody area done. Nice. I'm going to get myself back to the Ferox Enclave, and we'll go ahead and take these off. Okay, back at the Ferox Enclave, we can go ahead and get all of our stuff back, and the initial grave hasn't even gone, which means it only took me 10 minutes to do. So let's loot that, take all of the stuff, and we can now acknowledge those 2 tasks as being completed. So the first one is to chop a yew log in the wilderness resource area, which is the only place you can chop a yew log in the wilderness anyway. Completed. The second task that has been completed is to complete a lap of the wilderness agility course. So we're going to go ahead and tick that one off as well. Right, so we're going to have to just quickly get through these. I just want to say that I'm probably not going to take the XP from either of them, because we have ideas on what we want to do with the items. But I'll do the spins anyway, just so we know what we're getting. So, for the chop a yew log task, the choices are 50,000 XP, 100 blood runes, or 20 sharks. Now, the 20 sharks are what we're looking for from this one, but we will go ahead and spin the wheel to see what the XP would be anyway. and we'll see if that makes any impact on this. Man, this wheel really loves crafting, doesn't it? Jesus. Alright, so that would have been 50,000 crafting XP. I'm pretty happy getting rid of that for the sharks, so that we can use these sharks for the Fremennik Isles quest. So that's cool, that is done. Moving on to the other task is the complete lap of the agility arena. The rewards for this are 50,000 XP, a rune full helm, or 5 prayer potions. Now, the rune full helm is just completely pointless because we have the D-med anyway, and of course we want to get the 5 prayer potions. But, once again, we are going to go ahead and spin the spinning wheel to see what XP we would have got if we choose the XP. Okay, that one stings a little bit more. Kind of like having prayer XP. See, now I'm stuck between the 50,000 prayer XP or the 5 prayer potions. But I do think that the 5 prayer potions are going to be way more impactful for this. So I'm probably not going to take the XP. Kind of unfortunate. I really wish we got that instead of like fire making the other week. But nonetheless, that is going to be 5 prayer potions and 20 sharks added to the account fairly shortly. Okay, so we transferred over the 20 sharks and 5 prayer potions that we got from those 2 tasks that we did in the wilderness, and this is going to seem like a bit of a weird clip, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to head over to rock crabs near Relica, and we are going to do some melee training for a while, and the reason for this is that I'm going to do the Fremennik Isles quest at some point, but I really want to do it on stream, so I'm going to be leaving it to the last portion of the episode, so for the last 2 hours or so. So it does mean we're going to spend about 5 hours training combat, which I still want to get these stats up as high as I can possibly get them is amazing. We're going to get our strength right up. I'm keeping my attack at 65 for now. I don't know if I've mentioned, but I don't really feel like there's much of a reason to train attack because getting 70 is for whip, and I'm not going to have a whip anytime soon, let's face it. And then 75 is like god swords and stuff. So I don't think there's really much reason to train attack. So we're going to be grinding down on strength. But with all that said, I'm going to go over and train on rock crabs, and I'll see you guys in about 5 hours once we've made some progress. So let's get going. Okay, so quick side note I want to put in here. Don't mind the 9 ropes I got on me. That is for the Fremennik Isles quest that we're going to be doing shortly. However, I was going to be training on rock crabs, but I considered maybe I could get myself to Nature's Knot, and I could train on yaks instead. Now, they're not as AFK as rock crabs, but they are decent XP. And I think they'll be slightly better than rock crabs. So if I can manage to get there without doing too much of the Isles quest, which I think I can do, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll finish off the quest on stream later on after I finish training on yaks. So the plan right now is just to start the quest, get to yaks, do some combat training, and then we'll finish off the quest at the end of the episode. Okay, so it actually turns out that I have to do like a few steps of the quest to actually even get to Nature's Knot, which is kind of a shame, because I really want to train the yaks, and I'm going to need like ores and I think the raw tuna as well, which I'm going to have to go and buy. Kind of inconvenient. I don't know if I really want to do it right now. I really wanted to train some combat stats before I got into this, but I can go to Yatitzo. I cannot go to Nature's Knot. Okay, so I decided to bite the bullet and just get the first step of this quest done. We have handed in the tuna and the 7 pieces of coal, which apparently would change to mithril if I gained 1 more mining level, so I guess kind of convenient. I don't know. I don't think the price really changes that much. We've got ourselves the Jester outfit. I'm going to head over to Nature's Knot. We're going to train on some yaks for a good while, maybe like 5 hours or something. And then I'll go ahead and actually power through the Fremennik Isles quest. We've got ourselves the 20 sharks and the 5 prayer potions from the rewards of the task that we did in the wilderness. So that should be plenty to get us through this quest. Well, I figured I'd wear the Jester trousers just for a little bit of fashionscape, but that is not why I am recording this clip. If we go ahead and slap this yak once here, that is going to give us a fantastic level of 70 strength and 83 combat. 2 levels in combat away from being able to get Slayer tasks from Neve, which is pretty cool. I'm going to continue training strength. I think I mentioned this before. Not really bothering with the other 2 right now because I don't think they're that useful. I could get 70 defense to be able to use Barrow's equipment when I go to Mauritania, but honestly, I'm not too fixated on that right now. I'll probably focus on that more in the future. Okay, a final level to finish us off. That is 71 strength done on the yaks, and that is going to just about do it for the training of here. We are going to go back and continue on with the Fremennik Isles quest because I believe, I feel like doing it right now. Oh my god, I cannot speak. Right, we've got our full Jester outfit. Let's get on with this quest. Well, this is mildly inconvenient. I didn't realise I needed nails to make the Fremennik shield. So we're going to go get ourselves some bronze nails by going to the blast furnace. What a waste of my time. It is time to fight the Troll King. We just run, I guess.
Fatality.
And there we go. That is going to be the Troll King defeated. Let's decapitate him, take his head. We'll get out of here and finish off this quest. Alright, let's finish off this quest. We have finished the Frogadiers Isles quest, and that is going to be some bonus XP, which I'm actually going to shove into defense. I think that's probably the most useful to do here. So we'll do defense XP and defense XP. And there we go. We've got 61 defense. Very nice. And that is going to be quest. Get on with the dialogue, please. Complete. There we go. That was way too much dialogue for that. But still, that's pretty cool. We got ourselves a bunch of XP. I don't think we got any other levels. I think it was just the defense level, but we'll see. Ooh, some construction levels. That's actually kind of handy. Very handy, actually. That puts us very close to being able to build the stuff in the costume room. So that's pretty cool, actually. I didn't really think about that. We barely used any supplies in that, by the way, which is pretty crazy. And I also think I might try and alch or sell this so we can have some more GP and then store it, because I'm not going to be carrying it over. I want to keep the D-Med for a while. I know that the Nezi's probably more useful, but the D-Med looks funny, and I like it. Alright, forget what I just said. I'm switching the helmet. I love the Nezi too much. I tell you, at the end of this episode, we will be switching the helmets. This D-Med has been with us for a very long time. It is a 1 in 16,000, I believe, from Barbarian Assault. But it is time to say goodbye. Goodbye, Dragon Medium Helm. You will be missed. I've decided not to alch it or sell it because I want to keep it as a memory in the bank. So off it goes. It can never be withdrawn ever again. Goodbye, my friend. Okay, as you can see, we are once again death piling, and that is because I'm going to go back out into the wilderness, and we're going to try and get ourselves the God Cape. So we can try and do Major Arena 1. Basically, I'm going to death pile here, probably grab all the coins and the prayer potions, and then we're going to go all the way to Mage Bank, and we are just going to kill Collodion for the Mage Cape, because that does mean in the future that we'll be able to just claim it for free. Also, we can buy it in other regions, I believe, from Purdue, so that's convenient as well. But yeah, that's the plan for right now. Alright, Collodion, give me your best shot. And there we go. That is Collodion defeated. We have now unlocked ourselves the cape. Major Arena 1 is completed. Which cape are we going to go for? That is the real question. Not that it matters, because it's going to get destroyed anyway. I think I'm going to grab the Guthix cape, just because I like the colour green, being a Froganal. Hello, Guthix cape. Alright, with that done, we are going to try and head ourselves over to Clan Wars, which apparently I've got to wait another minute, and then I'm going to go to Death's Domain and get my items back from the death pile. Obviously, it was at Clan Wars, so that's where we're going to go to do it. I love how some of them stay on the floor, but the rest go to Death's Coffer. I mean, I guess this is in case you're doing, like, bossing and stuff, but even still, let's go get our stuff back. Right, with all that excitement over, we've got 20 minutes left on the dot, actually, when I said that. I think the only thing we have left to do is do some training, because I don't want to get into anything too crazy near the end of the episode. We got everything done that we wanted. Frogadiers Trials is done, Frogadiers Isles is done, and we even got ourselves a Guthix Magic Cape, which is pretty cool. So, I'm going to head back up to Nature's Knot. Unfortunately, we will be wasting the rest of this stuff. I really overestimated, or overestimated? Yeah, I overestimated how much I needed for Frogadiers Isles, but it's fine. We got it done. Quest is done. I'd rather have too much than too little and all of that, so I'm going to go train some strength for a bit. We won't be able to get any more levels, we haven't got enough time, but I'd like to put the XP in. Plus, we get to use these strength potions, which is nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get one more hit in and run away, because I'm in combat. That is another week completed. Yaks are beating me up. So, in this week, we made a lot of progress. We got ourselves the Frogadiers Trials done, the Frogadiers Isles done, and we also got ourselves a Major Arena Cape, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and shove these excess sharks into the bank so that we can get ourselves ready for the next week, and then we'll go ahead and spin some regions. The items that will be carried over to the next week are going to be the Helmet of Nature's Knot, the Guthix Cape, the Red D'hide Body, Rune Scimitar, Rune Boots, and the 68 Marks of Grace. But with all that said, let's go ahead and spin ourselves 4 new regions. Well, next week is looking good. We're going to have ourselves plenty to do. let's get on with another week of Regional Rumble.